What's up, YouTube? It's Boston Sportsman 91 coming at you on Tuesday. So we have a very quiet Tuesday. Didn't get anything new in the mail. No pickups recently. I do have a few back issues of Daredevil I can show off, but they're just kind of basic issues, no keys. So I'm gonna avoid those right now. Do those in the future. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about three separate things. One, we're going to talk about the Penguin. We talked about Agatha in the past. Check out those videos. We're going to talk a little bit about the Penguin with spoilers. There's been a few days now. Something crazy like 5 million people have watched across all platforms. So it's kind of one of those things where I think if you want to see it and you care, you have seen it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Secondly, we're going to talk about the casting or the potential casting that I've seen. It doesn't seem to be official. Maybe an unofficial Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan in the DCU and what that might mean and whether I'm happy or not. We'll find out momentarily. And then last but not least, Marvel released the trailer for Thunderbolts, and we'll talk a little about that at the end and what we expect and think of it. So, to circle back to what I mentioned first, the Penguin. The Penguin, there's not much I can say beyond it was phenomenal. Of course, there are small things I don't like, but I mean, you can nitpick anything you want. Overall, the show was fantastic, brilliantly done. You don't necessarily have to see the Batman in order to see the Penguin. It certainly helps, but they do help connect the pieces of it in episode 1 where you don't honestly have to see the Batman. But I do certainly recommend you see it so you have some background on everything altogether. I don't like that they're not gonna, it seems like they call him Oz, not Oswald. Not crazy about that one thing. Like, I'm gonna pick the one thing I wasn't crazy about, and that's it. Everything else is fantastic. I'm really curious about who this young kid is, his maybe protege, who that might grow up into. I do have one theory, just gonna keep it to myself for now. And I kind of hope it's true. I think that'd be pretty awesome if he is who I hope he is. But other than that, there was some seriously cool scenes in the Penguin. We're going to get some serious violence, and the show came out and showed right away that, you know, they're going to push the envelope. The scene with the Cobblepot naked, tied up in the chair, that was, you know, that was something. Just the language they use, just everything across the board. It's such a great show. It feels like Gotham. When you're watching it, it's just this dark, gritty, just fantastic done, and can't wait for this coming Sunday's episode. That's great. And of course, please leave your comments and ideas about Penguin down below. So next, we're going to jump over to the potential casting of Kyle Chandler. I love Kyle Chandler. He was in the show Early Edition, which I am aging myself. Early Edition was a mid-90s show. You get tomorrow's news today. It's a fun show, so I've always liked him from that. To hear he's going to be in potentially being Green Lantern, I don't mind that. I think he's a good actor. I've seen him in a few other things. I just love Green Lantern. I love reading Green Lantern. I love the cartoons of Green Lantern. I love the movie. Didn't love, but it was good. I thought it was better than most people give it, but I wouldn't say love. Just the artwork and just the colors, how they pop in Green Lantern is really what catches me. The Green Lantern comics, whether we're talking Hal Jordan or John Stewart or Kyle Rayner or Guy Gardner, whoever else, most of their comics, those colors really pop and they're very nice to the eye, so I love Green Lantern. I am disappointed that it seems like maybe Hal is going to be on the older side of things. We may not have him around for as long as I may want. We'll see if we do get an early send-off of Hal Jordan. I do hope we get, some John Stewart, which I think he's going to be our main Lantern. But I certainly hope they eventually introduce Kyle and Lantern Shepard. Lantern Shepard was introduced in this most recent run of Green Lantern. I think his first appearance might have been issue 1. So I'm not exactly holding on a ton of hope for Lantern Shepard, but Kyle Rayner is certainly someone I want to see introduced, and hopefully if we don't get a ton of Hal, we can get some John Stewart, but mixed with a good heavy dose of Kyle Rayner moving forward. But overall, as long as it's Green Lantern, I'm going to be pretty happy. And I just wish, like, going back to the Arrow universe, I wish with the teases they had made John Diggle, John Stewart. just said his middle name was John Stewart Diggle, and would have been absolutely awesome to see John Diggle as the Lantern in the Arrowverse. But hey, that ship sailed. Last but not least, I know we're running a little bit long, especially for my video. I truly appreciate you watching. I love talking about this stuff and just hope we can, yap about it. The last was the Thunderbolts. So I'm not a huge Suicide Squad fan with DC. And essentially, I just feel like Thunderbolts is Suicide Squad, but for Marvel. So I'm not hugely excited about it. The trailer didn't get me pumped. And quite honestly, I think they've kind of ruined some of the characters associated with the movie. What they have done with Taskmaster, the outfit, and just how she was introduced with, she was kind of robot, kind of mind controlled. And I think it was, a Black Widow movie, the Black Widow movie. I don't care for Regati, and I think he's boring. Just the character's silly, doesn't do it for me whatsoever. U.S. Agent, Winter Soldier, take him or leave him. Not huge fans. I am really excited to see the return of, I'm just going to call her White Widow. I think White Widow is her name. Drawing a blank on her name right now. But I'm wicked excited to see her return to the screen. And of course, and I forget her name in the movie, or the shows rather, but Elaine from Seinfeld. That's just what I'm going to refer to as in this movie is Elaine. We know it's not Elaine. It's whatever her name is. I'm drawing a blank. I'm excited for those two characters and see what comes of those two. But other than White Widow and Elaine, not hugely excited. I'll definitely be seeing the movie. Probably gonna wait for Disney Plus, but who knows? Maybe I'll go to the theater and see it. But I'm really curious to know what you thought about the Penguin. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. What are you thinking about the new DCU Green Lantern show and some of the stuff you may have read? I try not to read too much online, but this one, it's popped up on a few different things, my Yahoo account, so I did kind of clickbait and it got me to read. Curious about that, what you think. And finally, what are you thinking about the Thunderbolts? Are you excited? Are you not? And why? So as always, I appreciate the views. I love it. Leave your name down below so I can follow you back, and smash that like button. Talk to you soon. New Comic Wednesday coming up tomorrow. Plenty of comics being picked up tomorrow, so we'll have some reviews ahead. Thanks for the views. Peace.